Yep.
Hello.
Hello. You want to come over here?
Yes, please.
Sure, you come on the side of me.
Here, y'all
You
come
guys can all
behind
come
me.
too.
Hey, Oliver.
We got more people coming to be interviewed. You're tuned into
kids.
Right Side Broadcasting Network, and we're just talking to more people who are at the March for Life. So, what is your name, sir?
My name is Alex Lucas.
And where are you from?
I am from New Orleans, Louisiana.
And it looks like you're part of the Students for Life. So, what's your university?
Yes, well, I go to Loyola University of New Orleans, as do all the people behind me.
So, when did you guys get here?
We arrived in D.C., on Wednesday night. Early Thursday morning. We left Wednesday evening. And yesterday we attended a Go Forth rally for all the Louisiana students. We had a tour of the Capitol with Congressman Steve Scalise. And today we actually went to the rally with the March for Life and we were about 30 feet from the stage, and we actually got to hear Mike Pence and Kellyanne
Conway. How was that?
She is she's just so excellent at speaking. And what I didn't realize, I'm Catholic. I did not realize she was Catholic. So that made me really happy. But she was very well spoken, and her message was clear.
Now, we actually didn't get to, I didn't get to hear it because I've been over here all day, but what do you want to say about her message, and what did she say that really got to you?
Well, the core thing she articulated that I think is really significant is the fact that, we are in an era that is pro-life. We are the pro-life generation, okay? And she made it clear that the Trump-Pence administration is pro-life. He reinstated the Mexico City policy over the weekend. At the beginning of the week, although he didn't pass it, but under his administration, H.R. 7, which solidifies the Hyde Amendment, was passed in through the House. And she made it very clear, as did Mike Pence, that next week when Donald Trump appoints justices, they will be pro-life. And this, the March for this is the 44th March for Life, and this is the first time in history that the vice president has spoken. In addition, I don't have any news sources to confirm this. I've just heard this going around. But from what I understand, this is the largest March for Life to ever occur. I've heard estimates of 800,000 upward. And that is truly breathtaking, because it just shows that our generation is the pro-life generation. We are the people who will stop abortion. And I think that was a response to all of this kind of, I don't want to say, well, I would say it, this hateful election. People were so polarized. And I think that being pro-life should not be a partisan issue. And the prime example is Planned Parenthood, who has never been a sponsor of the Women's March, went and out of nowhere sponsored it, and then all of a sudden NARAL sponsors it, and so now we have a pro-choice march on Washington for women that excludes pro-life.
Well, you heard them say, they said that pro-life women cannot be feminists. Now, ladies here, I don't know if you agree with that.
Where's Brian? Where's your sign, Brian?
There we go. Here we go. Let's talk to you, sir. Tell me about your sign.
Well, my sign says gays, feminists, and pro-life. I am a feminist in the sense of I advocate for equal pay for women, right in the workplace, right to child care and health care and all that, but I do not support abortion because I do not believe in the genocide of life on any shape or form or spectrum. And feminist, I'm gay, I'm part of the LGBT community, a lot of which I've received a lot of hate and a lot of backlash for being pro-life, for one. It's really disheartening to see in the community that it's supposed to be so about acceptance and love and joy and progress be so aggressive and so hateful towards others who do not have similar opinions to them. And so I've found a lot of seclusion from the gay community, but I'm here to say I'm gay, I am pro-feminist, but I also am pro-life.
Speak to the LGBT community and tell the LGBT community why they should be pro-life too.
Amen.
You should be pro-life because it is important that we stop the genocide of all these children within our country who could be possible doctors, politicians, school teachers, the next doctor to cure cancer, the next scientist to find the biggest breakthrough in any kind of medicine, way, shape, or form. Be pro-life, be productive, and perfect our society.
Now, who is the chapter president for Students for Life here?
We have co-presidents.
Awesome. I actually both the presidents, and I'd like you guys to give a quick plug to Students for Life and tell people why they should join Students for Life.
Before we do, I do want to say the reason why we are co-presidents, and we want to show that this is not just a woman's issue, that this is something that encompasses both males and females, because when you think about it, when a woman gets an abortion, she's hurt a lot, yes, but she's not the only person hurting. You know, there's lost siblings, potential people, like people that have lost their siblings. There are, you know, lost fatherhood. And this is an issue that is all-encompassing. And so we just wanted to establish that.
Yeah, and I definitely believe, you know, when a woman has an abortion, you're not just losing little girls, you're also losing little boys. So I think that it definitely should include men as well.
Awesome.
And what was the thing you said?
Why should people join Students for Life?
Why should people join Students for Life? I have been involved with the pro-life movement since the end of my junior year of high school. And Students for Life is so excellent. They equipped you with the resources you need to express your voice and show what our country believes. And, you know, we, as I've established very clearly, we are the pro-life generation, and they equipped you with everything you need to show that. I think
it's also really important, too, to make clear to everyone in our generation that being pro-life isn't just about being anti-abortion. It's also about caring for humanity in general. So, you know, fighting for the rights of people who are, you know, involved in human trafficking, fighting against the death penalty and assisted suicide, and just making sure that every human on this earth has the ability to live the highest quality of life that we can. And that's one of the main, you know, reasons we tried to form this club, is because we don't like the assumption that just because we're pro-life, we're only anti-abortion, because, you know, in reality, like, we do care about women, we care about men, we care about all human beings. So this really isn't, you know, it's not just about, it's a lot about the babies, but it's not just about the babies, it's about all of us.
And there's this stigma around the word pro-life. Sophie, your sign's in the camera. There's a stigma around the word pro-life. People immediately assume anti-abortion. And what people need to understand, as Kris has established, is that this is about all life issues, the death penalty and euthanasia and, you know, human trafficking, and that abortion is the root issue here, because when you acknowledge that it's okay to end the life of an innocent, defenseless child, then you can justify taking the life of anyone for any reason.
All right, one more question. Let's give it to somebody who hasn't spoken yet. How about you, sir? Now, they mentioned...
let Sophie speak.
Sophie, would you like to speak?
Yeah, so...
Oh, we're going to turn this way.
We're gonna fix your hat first.
We're going to speak to Sophie, guys.
We're going to turn you around, and we're going to bring you over here.
All right, come on, Sophie.
And you're going to stand right here.
No, we're not.
Just turn.
All right, Sophie.
Look in that direction.
What do you want to say to anybody watching?
I have been blind since birth. That is why my sign is always upside down. And I would just like to say that there's this stigma that the pro-life movement is all, you know, white, conservative craze. But abortion primarily targets minorities, including people with disabilities. And I feel like that really devalues the lives of those who are not whole, who might have no sight or no hearing. And I feel like I'm standing for the disabled community here when I say that we have the right to live.
Thank you, Sophie, so much. That was very powerful.
Thank you.
All right, well, thank you guys so much for talking to me, and I hope you have a really good time, and stay warm.
Picture with you?
Yeah, you guys can... You have him right over there. We're going to post her picture so you guys can watch that. Come on, Sophie, how about you stand next to me? Let's turn the other way. Come on, Sophie.
Just fold the other to your side. That way he doesn't come in.
Thank you so much, guys. Have a great time. Stay warm. It's freezing out.
Thank you. And what news station is
We're with Right Side Broadcasting.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Bye, Sophie.
All right,
So you heard the students I just talked to talk about the pro-life generation. And when we talk about that, we're talking about how our generation, the millennial generation, has been more pro-life than any other generation we've had, including the baby boomers and Generation X. So we're just talking about how there's so many young people here. I'm seeing more young people than anything else. There's young people everywhere, which just really shows that our generation might be changing this. And you also heard them talk about how Mike Pence and Kellyanne Conway reaffirmed the fact that Donald Trump is going to appoint a pro-life Supreme Court justice. Now, that could really change what happened with Roe v. Wade. We might see something get overturned, but I guess we'll see what happens in the presidency, because it's going to be a long 4 years, and I'm really excited for it. So thank you all for tuning in and really watching RSBN and helping us get there. We just opened our DC office, and we're going to be providing live coverage to different events like this. But you guys are the ones that make it possible for us. So if you'd like to donate and help us keep going, you can go to rsbn.tv/donate. So thank you so much. And we're going to show a little bit more of the crowd again and get some more interviews lined up to really let you guys know what the people here are thinking.